Patience here from the young defenseman across the raffle with a shot. Say Gibson rebound. They score! It's in! They went hard to the net. Andy Neely was there. Not sure if it hit off of him and went in. But another dirty but good goal for the Flyers. It's 3-0.
I was mesmerized by the play at the top of the blue line between the two youngsters on the back end. Provorov not involved in this one. This time it's Sanheim and Myers that do a terrific job in controlling the puck. The Islanders very passive in their approach. And look at that one-handed pass there by Myers, setting up Sanheim, who patiently waits, finds the open man, Raffle, and Neely goes to the net. It looks like he's able to jam that puck in.
Jonesy, what I loved here is the fact that Myers playing the right side, the right shot. They can't make that play if there's two left-handed defensemen.
Again, some good sustained pressure from this line. Lamico gives a little touch to Sanheim. Sanheim tried to draw the penalty. Unsuccessful in doing so, though. Weegar now jumps on a puck at center, but he turns it over to Sanheim. Sanheim ahead to Martel. Martel's got help. Martel the shot. He scores.
The glove of Subban. We're halfway through overtime. It's still 3-3. Tommy Cross being hounded on his backside, tries to shoot it past Lear, but Lear controls. He slides it to Sanheim, and it's a game winner for Scott Lawton. The Lehigh Valley Phantoms win their 8th in a row. They score 3 unanswered and knock off the Providence Bruins.
Kane LaFranchise was upended in the low slot. To the blue line once more. Left point to right side. It is Sanheim. Right back across to Moran. Floats one in on goal, and it's punched to the corner by McAdam. It was off the money, or off the target anyway, but he punched it to the far corner wall. 1:03 gone in the second period, still 1-1. Puck is brought in by Sanheim. Lead pass here for Knight. Backhand shot. He's up at it, and he goes crashing hard into McAdam. The puck is out of play. The net is dislodged, and down is Knight. McAdam went down hard as well, but he's back up.
Power play. Americans lead it here in downtown Allentown over the Phantoms 2-0. Kind of a shocking way to begin this weekend series and 6-game homestand. Puck is rolled back to the Rochester side. Now around it comes to Eric Cornell. Bang to the other side. Robert Haig is there. Shoved off the puck. Back in his own end by the hard-charging Mazzito Bagenda. Back the other way and halted there by Cole Schneider. Gallops away from Connor. Hands off for Bergdorfer. Now blocked away. Sanheim out of the box. He has the break away from Connor. Sanheim is in. To the forehand. He scores. And it's the first goal of the season for Travis Sanheim. With 12.5 seconds to go in the first, Sanheim buries it. Blocker side on Linus Ullmark. Came out of the box just as Chris Connor had secured the puck. And Connor perfectly sets up Travis Sanheim in clean on the breakaway. Rochester 2, Lehigh Valley 1. The 20th player to score for the Phantoms this season. Better late than never for Travis Sanheim. We knew it was going to come sooner or later. And he looked like a skilled forward. And the Percy native almost gave up another as Mealy had all day to drag it around to D and try to pick the corner, and he was very close to doing so. And in case you haven't noticed, the Phantoms have been pretty darn good at picking corners this year. Now Bridgeport is in a little run and gun and drop to the slot, goes through Burrows, batted away. Connor is up there with Sanheim joining him on the rush. Centering, Sanheim, great save, McAdam, rebound, he chipped it wide. Wonderful give by Chris Connor. That fourth line and on the penalty kill here, get off the ice to the bench for the change. Martel around the wall. Now there's Scott Lawton handling it on the right point. Zengerle across to Sanheim, who rotated up. It was blocked, comes back out. Bridgeport player goes down. A shot is over the glove. Now a rebound. It's in. A goal for Sanheim. Looks like he banked it off the Bridgeport leg from the left circle. Just as the player was coming back out of the box. And it looks like a goal for Travis Sanheim. Will give the Lehigh Valley Phantoms a 2-0 lead. 9:05 into the first period. Scott Lawton was somewhere in there too, and it's possible that it hit off his leg. And we would need to see whether that happened or not. It hit off of something on an entry pass, but it might have been banked in by Sanheim. I guess you could say an extended conditioning since they're trying to bring him back up to the Islanders sooner or later. Sanheim lead pass for Martel after a Bridgeport clear. Now a hopper in the slot. Zengerle swings at it, swatted away. Zengerle there. Colin McDonald circles back, drops to Will O'Neill. Now it's off the post, Sanheim and in! He banked it off the post, off the back of McAdam, and right there into the net, and it's 3-0 Phantoms, and Travis Sanheim scores his second of the game. And a rocket from the right circle is off the far post, off the back of the Percy, Pennsylvania native Eamon McAdam, and right into the net. And we said it after his breakaway goal Friday. Well, it could start raining goals for McAdam a little bit. That is exactly what has happened. Getting the bounces where he maybe wasn't getting them. And picked up and cleared away by the Bridgeport Sound Tigers. It was Martel's side of the cage off the pads of McAdam. And Obey Cubell had a rebound there. McAdam, 2 big saves. 17th and 18th shots of the period. That should read. Now a stretch pass. Breakaway. Chris Connor, he's in. The forehand. Great save on the poke check for Eamon McAdam, who knocks it down and away. That's a lot of 34 is a pretty good game. And that's their lowest total. And you look at 48, 35, 37. Here's Martel in for the hat trick. Shot snapped on. Rebound blocked away. Sanheim a shot. Rebound. Score. Travis Sanheim scores. Sanheim got blasted after he scored by Matt Bartkowski. But number 6 scores the Phantom 6. And it's 6-1 Lehigh Valley with 11:16 to go. Martel a shot and a rebound. Pinballed out to Sanheim. A shot and a rebound. And tries the charm on that rush into the zone. Right back to Sanheim, who reached for it and then put it in. On the glove side there on the rebound. I take it back on the blocker side on the left of the cage on Malcolm Zuban. A long night for him. 6-1 Phantoms against a team that hasn't lost in regular. Check sliding over there to deny Colin McDonald after he lost his paddle. A big blast there by Colin McDonald with 12 goals this year, who once upon a time led the league in goals when he had 41 with Oklahoma City 6 seasons ago. Phantoms into the zone again, 38 seconds left, power play. Martel shoved off the puck, comes out to Sanheim, out in front, turning, shooting, scoring. McDonald from the slot, lifts it over the glove of Vanacek off the underside of the crossbar. Colin McDonald, his 13th goal of the year. 3:12 to go in the first power play goal for the Phantoms again. And it's 1-0 Lehigh Valley. Colin McDonald this time gets another crack at it and turns and shoots that. I wonder if Zengerle got a piece of that one. It just went off the glove of Vanacek. It kind of changed direction on its way in, and Flinty Mealy had a stick smacked out of his hands while Utica carries it right back in where it came from, and then too many passes. Sautner gives it up. Phantoms with numbers. Here's Lear with Lawton off the bench. Sanheim is in. He scores! Travis Sanheim from Taylor Lear, and Sanheim right there between the circles buries it on Richard Bachman. 3:33 to go in the second period. Sanheim's 5th of the year. 1-0 Phantoms. Turned into almost a 3-on-1 there with Chris Connor out of the left circle. Had Lawton fresh off the bench, but he gave it to Travis Sanheim in the slot, who buried it 5-hole. He fired it right between the wickets there on Richard Bachman. The dam had to break sooner or later, and eventually it does. It took us 36 and a half minutes to get to that.
Big save by Joe Canada before we went to break. He keeps this game 2-0. Lehigh Valley wins the faceoff. Sanheim shoots and scores. Travis Sanheim, 4-on-4 goal after a big save by Canada, and he draws one. And Sanheim just right past Canada on the low blocker side. And it's 2-1 with 12:50 to play in the second. Sanheim scores off the face-off. It's his 6th goal this season. And the Phantoms cut the lead to 1 here. So a 4-on-4 goal, not a power play goal, but still with a different man advantage situation. No man advantage, rather, different man pass situation and comes back to center. 10-30 in period number 2. 2-1 the score. The Bears leading Lehigh Valley with 2 goals in the first period. But Sanheim, who has the puck now, has cut the lead in half. He'll walk it in with a great move. He comes in and scores. Oh, a highlight reel goal by Sanheim. Walked right around the Bears defense. He's got 2 in the second. And Lehigh Valley has tied this game. No good for Hershey. But that was pretty. And the Bears get exposed defensively. Sanheim scores again. He walks right around Hershey's defenders. And it's 2-2 as he beats Kanata with the shot low blocker side. That's a tough one there. It's 2-2 with 10:20 to play here in the second. Face off at center. The Bears looking to respond. They've just been unable in this run of late to really
be together for quite a while with the Philadelphia Flyers. Certainly some Flyers fans are excited about the possibilities. Not only a defensive pairing, but good friends and roommates here in Allentown. Sanheim intercepts it on the right point, gives it into the slot. Martell, we're on hat trick watch, couldn't pull the trigger. Now Sanheim, a long bomb from center point. That was a big shot. Save off the right pad for O'Connor. Another one. Moran missed it wide of the net. Around the wall, Sanheim there. Phantoms buzzing. Held it away from McCormick, just barely kept it on sides. McCormick trying to rough up Sanheim. Out in front, kicked off the leg of Ove-Kubel to the corner, and Sanheim had wheeled all the way in back of the net. Finds Selma Moran on the right wing half wall in behind the goal where Jordan Wheel has all day to create, trying to make it happen. Wide backhand wraparound score. Jordan Wheel, a beautiful goal, and it's 4-0 Phantoms.
Staggeringly good, as they have been the best in the third, as that shot is turned aside from the faceoff by Anderson. Ove-Kubel, right side corner. He'll play it behind the net, down to the right side half. Up at the point, shot comes through, and that one wide by Morin. Now down to the right side corner. A little short side play, ends up behind the net, as we have yet to finish a full minute of play here in the third, and it's been all inside the Devils' end. Morin, another shot, tipped up high, and over the crossbar. Right side corner, Sanheim. Devils trying to clear this out of the zone as it's played back behind the net by Wheel. Wheel, left side corner. Met by OV2, gets it up at the point. Morin, another shot. Again, it misses wide as Sanheim tries to play it in the corner. It bounces its way for Kujawinski, who gets it up, not out. Kept in by Sanheim. Has Kobel, who takes the shot, and that one is missed wide. Back up at the point it comes. Sanheim pressured on the play by Kujawinski. Martell will have it behind the net. Tied up on the back netting for a moment as it's bounced by OV2 to the point. And Kujawinski just able to swat that one up and it neutralizes the Devils. Trying to go for a quick line change in just onside. Ove-Kubel with a shot and a save made by J.P. Anderson.
Hours ago, but tonight it appears to be a very different story against a much stronger St. John's team in third place in the North Division. Shot off the end boards is banked in there by Travis Sanheim. As Corbin Knight digs it away out in front. Close range try. Comes out to Bardreau again, and he backhanded it over the crossbar. The first one, I think, blocked back at him by the defenseman Briette. Then the shot at goal, and it's sent in by Travis Sanheim. Drives it on from center point and scores through a screen to Lindgren. And the Phantoms tie it at 1-1 with 7:0.
Blue line for Wersofsky. His quick shot, but not by much. Now loose at center. Bluger tries a jab back to Wersofsky. Cut off there by Connor. And now it's Sanheim. Weaving his way through center. Now we'll shift it into high gear. He breaks on side. Sanheim trying to get by everyone. Backhand shot and a big pad save by Jar, and the rebound cleared away. We're going to have a pound. Able to get a weak shot in on net. That goes wide. Haggerty to Simone. Can Simone pull wide of Sanheim? Good reach around there by Sanheim. Bluger lifts up the stick of the defenseman, who still stays strong on that loose puck and clears it out.
It looked in there, muscled off the puck by Gilbert and carried away by the Hershey Bears. Chris Bork there has Boyd and Barber broken up and cleared out to center. Zengerle, nice quick drop, and on the move, here come the Phantoms. Corbin Knight for Sanheim, scores! Travis Sanheim knocks the water bottle on good quick passing right into the zone. Travis Sanheim snaps it through the blocker side of Phoenix Copley, and we're tied at 1-1. On the rush, and the Phantoms couldn't have done it any better. 1:30 into the second period, and for Travis Sanheim, his 9th of the year, ties up this game. What wonderful work, Corbin Knight and Greg Carey, and eventually the drop there to Sanheim. Yeah, I don't think it gets any better than that. Working that puck around. Knight was the last to touch it on the give to Sanheim. Scott Gordon was bothered by the way Bridgeport was taking liberties on their subbing. Here they come in. An deflection off of Zengerle is kicked away by Stolars. Bracken Kearns from the back of the net. Made that one dangerous. Back the other way. Colin McDonald scores! Colin McDonald knocks the water bottle, speeds up the right wing. Blast that through on the blocker side of Eamon McAdam. Colin McDonald, he scores his 23rd of the season. We are tied 1-1 with 8:26 to go in the first period. Boy, after the save back on the other side by Anthony Stolars, banking that all the way up to connect with Colin McDonald in stride and sending him flying into the zone. And his first goal in a little while. Boy, I think that went 5-0 actually. And then it kind of popped up. And that was Sanheim who banked that all the way across and tried to snap that on, but deflected off the stick of a Springfield Thunderbird, namely Leitner. And now a shot from the other side. And that was Sam Moran pinching, Sanheim pinching, and poked into the corner and broken up. Sanheim again across the line to the right circle. On the backhand, turns to the forehand, pulls that back, drops to Robert Haig. Phantoms threatening, 8:40 to go in the third. Sanheim is in to the slot, drops it down low, score! Give it in down low to Scott Lawton on a wonderful move by Travis Sanheim. Spectacular stuff for Travis Sanheim to set up Scott Lawton, and it's Lawton's 17th goal of the season with 8:39 to go in the third. 4-2 Phantoms on Lehigh Valley's first shot of the third period. That is terrific vision and smarts and ability from Travis Sanheim, and what a tremendous play. Lawton on the receive.
Hard radio. Better start for period 2 for Hershey. They win the draw. Tom Gilbert to the right side. Bears looking to even the score. Across to Deuce from Barber. He'll walk it in. Shot was blocked, and look out. Here come the Phantoms up ice. Hershey getting back. It's a 2-on-2. Zingerle, the high slot. He scores. He beats Phoenix Copley. Low blocker side. He delayed. He took it himself. And Zingerle has made it 2-0 in favor of Lehigh Valley, the visitors, up in game 4 by Bork back in the play, has it along the left wing shot. Chris Bork will dump it in. Cross-size pass to Sanheim. 98th career playoff game with Hershey for Bork. Lead pass ahead, Lawton getting behind Juice, cutting in, scores! Scott Lawton puts it top corner over the blocker of Phoenix Copley. He splits the Bears D, and the Phantoms have regained a 2-goal lead. It is 3-1.
Thank you, Flyer fans, for your unwavering support. With our first pick in the 2014 entry draft, the Philadelphia Flyers select from Calgary of the Western Hockey League, Travis Sanheim.
I think for me it was obviously different than years past, and I was going in there trying to turn pro and make an impression, and I thought I did that throughout the preseason games, and obviously they felt it was necessary for me to come down here and spend some time in the AHL. So when I'm playing against men in pro hockey, it's you got to be strong enough to defend them, and I thought adding the strength, I was able to play my one-on-ones a lot harder and be able to contain them and box guys out, and that's something that I continue to still need to work on, but I think I've come a long ways. I thought I had a pretty good year so far, and even dating back to last season when I came up for 4 games at the end of last season to play with the Phantoms, definitely helped me going into this season and then into training camp, and I felt a lot more comfortable going into training camp this past one in the fall, and even those preseason games, just the confidence that I was able to have, and then know that I belonged in there, and I think that definitely benefited me for when I came down here to start my pro career. More a learning process and working with the coaching staff and understanding the systems and the way that they wanted me to play, and I was able to work on my defensive game, and it's come a long way since junior, and I think I'm continuing to develop that side of my game. But like you said, I think around December is kind of offensively when I kind of took off and started to show more confidence with the puck and making more plays, and I think that benefited me.